Hey folks, how you doing? Today we're going to be working on a Savage XL. It's in pretty rough condition. All of the electronics are corroded. The motor runs. The motor did start. But it's getting a new radio. We're going to go with a DX2E, a couple of new servos, and a new battery pack. Let's have a look at this thing real quick. Pretty rough, huh? I guess he left it in the garage for a while because all of the connections are corroded green, and it's just time for an update anyway. Suspension seems okay. Yeah, so let's get to it. Alright, I've removed the receiver already. There are those little big monsters right there. Yeah. And got to clean up this receiver plate so there's no issues with it sticking to that plastic. I checked the on and off switch, it's working just fine. So yeah, we're going to clean this up too, you know, here and there. So yeah, be right back folks. Alright, we're going to start by binding the receiver to the radio because they don't come bound out of the box, but that's actually a very simple procedure. Okay, so we'll need battery power and a bind plug. You have a bind plug which is supplied with your radio and your receiver, and there's a bind port on this receiver, and you'll see it right there at the bottom. It says bind. Put this in here like so. That's the thing with Spektrum, is they make these ports so very tight, and just gotta be patient. You'll get it in there. Okay. Then we need some battery power. This is our new pack. Okay, so this can actually be plugged into any port that you want. It doesn't really matter. We just need to power it up. Okay. And the thing with these battery ports, these battery plugs, they're actually got the flange on them like FUTABA radios. So you actually need to clean these off when you're dealing with Spektrum receivers. Just shave them down to where they'll slide right in. I think that might do it. Let's check it out. Remember, on the Spektrum receiver, on many receivers, Spektrum especially, the ground, the black, is always towards the outside. The ground is all on one rail. It doesn't really matter, but it does matter. So you see, it's in bind mode. Alright, let's go through that. Put this someplace where you can see it. Yeah, you can see it flickering right there. Okay, take your radio, see it right there. You got a bind button. Hold that button, turn that on, and wait. And we're bound. Okay, take some input. There, no more flickering. We're all set. Okay, you turn your radio off for now, and pull the battery and the bind plug out. This is ready to install into the truck. The reason why we've done this now is we have to center our servos, because we're going to be replacing these servos. Okay, so yeah, be right back folks. Just laid them out on the counter and centered them on the radio. You see both knobs are at the center dead zero, and so steering, throttle. Okay, so we can get to installing this stuff. So yeah, first thing we'll do is we'll set the receiver onto its plate using some double-face tape. I cleaned that up really good with some lacquer thinner and left no residue on it. Alright, there's that. And yeah, so let's just make sure that I'm doing this correct. I want to make sure that my antenna comes out the proper way. I see that there's the antenna hole, so we'll set this guy just like that. Okay, right behind the power switch. Okay, so then we can run this straight up like that. It's nice and out of the way and neat. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Let's get these servos out of here. I hate Phillips screws. I really do. Is that one long enough? That tells me before I even pull up this horn that that's a plastic gear servo. See that self-tapper? I really hate plastic gear servos. Yeah, plastic. Anyway, enough about me complaining and crying. This is the throttle servo we're going to be changing first. That's why it's critical to center your servos before you even get started. Make sure everything's powered up. And let's see how. Should be fun to get this out of here. Shouldn't be too bad. It's a matter of finagling it down in there. Come on. So you know, all of these electronics were dead. They were doing nothing. Not a hum. Nothing. So whatever environment they were in just about killed them. So, and again, they're ready to run servos anyway, so you're not going to get a lot of life out of these even if you don't store them in a garage. So anyway, that's toast. So yeah, let's install this new boy here. I mean, to me, the hardest part about this is just getting this wire back through this little slot that they offer you to you know, it might need a little persuading. Maybe a set of needle nose down there, who knows. I mean, these people who buy these Savages, I mean, they beat the crap out of them, that's for sure. But again, you don't buy vehicles like this to look at them. You bought them to beat the crap out of them. But along with that comes a hefty repair bill when you just let it go for so long, you know. There, we're in there, so. Alright, nice new high torque steel gear servo. It's not fast, but it's torquey, and it's durable. These 3305s are good servos. FUTABA, that is. fell over. There we go. Alright, so that was centered. And again, this will have to be fine-tuned after we get it put together, so we'll have to see how much this needs to be. Also, folks, when this is for you youngsters out there who've never done these before. When you're screwing the screw in that goes into the horn, the gear of the servo, you want to hold whatever you're screwing into place so you don't over tax that servo. Just hold it in place, you know. It's just good advice, and it's free advice. So yeah, so I'm gonna pull this tank off of here so I can flip this truck over and get to the steering servo, which is one of the things I really like about the Savage, is that you can just pull the pins off, pull your lines off, and get your gas tank out of the way. That way you don't get gas all over the place. Nice, huh? So yeah, let's flip this piece over. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to get to. What do they got there? Phillips or Hex? So much corrosion on there. Yeah, that's just really, really loose, that screw. It's almost as if it's just stripped out. Really tiny machine screw. Look at that. Not much left in that Phillips head. I think we're going to use, I got some hex heads for this. I think that would be a good idea. You know? Boy, everything is just kind of seized up on this old wet beast. You know? Sometimes it just needs to be persuaded, just like that. Get out of my way. Alright. This one is the Hpi servo, so obviously that one's been replaced at least once. Steering servo. But that's nothing to write home to mom about. No, it isn't. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to get to, huh? Great. Nice thing is now we go with a little bitty antenna tube. That's really a joy of 2.4, I'll tell you. Okay. You don't need much. Yeah. There you are. There is a battery LED indicator on the side of this hood here. It hides the electronics. And it does work. I checked the battery on it, and the battery registered full. So I'm going to hook that up, and then I'll be right back, and we'll give you a demo of that. Well, there's our battery indicator on the side. I think that's actually pretty cool. Alright. Everything's looking pretty good. So I'll clean this up a little bit, and then we'll fire it up and see how she runs. Alright, we're going to try to fire this thing up and see what's what. Radio on first, Kev. Put this on just to be on the safe side. Our air cleaner. Okay. What goes there? Let's try this again. Take this off. I want to see inside that barrel. Okay. Barrels count. You know what? I don't know anything about this vehicle, so you know what? I'm going to reset the high-speed needle. I don't know if these guys are running this thing lean or what. Half, 1, half, 2, half, and 3. How about 3.5? We'll keep it kind of fat right now. Well, that is a very good sign. Idle strong. I'm just going to take this out back and tune it. Yeah. Overall, that wasn't too bad. Easy. I mean, I have 2 more of these Savages to work on. All of them are in crud condition. 2 of them won't even start. I'm willing to bet both of them are going to need their back plates replaced. So yeah, I'm going to take this one outside, give it a tune, and we'll call this one a day. Thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate it.